Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Love it when you test. Wonderful bend sound. Just a little. Okay, here, just come.
umpire.
Welcome, baseball fans, to the Home Talent League Game of the Week, broadcasted here on YouTube. I'm your play-by-play man, Squirt Relish, joined by Chesterton Valparaiso.
Chesterton in the house. I apologize in advance.
We are in Ashton today at St. Peter's Park to announce this Northern Section showdown between the Ashton A's and the Mazomanie Mustangs. Chesterton, how is the game going to go down today?
I don't even care now. That was an incredible. If you have never been, do they do this every game at Ashton, or is this what happens when you win a championship, like, as they did in 2014? But they had starting lineups. Everyone ran out when they said their name. Then they had somebody sing the national anthem in person. What is going on?
That is unusual for the Home Talent League, is it not?
I don't know if it's the 6 news I've already imbibed, but I am ready to roll.
It should be a good game today, and we're going to announce the starting Mazomanie Mustangs, who will be just moments away from their turn at bat here in the top of the first. Leading off today is number 20, Carter Howard in center field. Batting second, number 3, Hudson Barnes, the shortstop. Batting third, number 14, Mitch Howard, the second baseman. Batting cleanup, number 17, Tyler Kurt in left field. Batting fifth, John Adair, number 11, the third baseman. Batting sixth, number 6, Andrew Page, the catcher. Batting seventh, number 8, Jack Doyle at first base. Batting eighth, number 22, Riley Howard, the designated hitter. Batting ninth, number 4, Bama Doyle out in right field. And on the mound for Mazomanie, but not hitting today, Tim Hewitt, the pitcher. The home plate umpire is dusting off home plate, and Chester, we are just about underway.
I'm ready to roll. I am ready to roll.
On the mound for Ashton today is Kevin Peterwell, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss.
All right, first throw back to the pitcher. Back to the pitcher from the catcher, almost thrown over him.
The PA announcer tells us first pitch at 12:57 p.m. We're underway early, a swing and a miss by Howard.
Why did they tell you the time? Is that so everyone's got an alibi? I feel like that's very curious. I think his second cousin is right now doing a bank robbery.
And we have a grounder to second base, bobbled briefly, but Steve Bayer throws him out for the first out of the game.
And the Ashton A's are wearing sleeveless jerseys with undershirts. Very retro look. I like it. And the Mazomanie Mustangs are wearing a seafoam or an aqua. What would you call that color? Was that
teal, maybe
teal.
even?
Okay, yeah, teal's probably. Teal jerseys, white pants.
Yeah, you don't see that very often, do you?
No, that's expansion colors. Are they a new team?
First pitch to Hudson Barnes, catches the inside part of the plate for a strike.
There's nothing new about Mazomanie. I retract that question.
And we have off speed pitch from Peter. One's up high, so ball, one strike. Hudson Barnes, the shortstop, now at bat. Barnes waits for the pitch, the offering, and it's hit up the middle for a single. So Mazo's first hit of the game comes courtesy of Hudson Barnes. He's going to stay put at first base. Gets a fist bump from the first base coach.
He was right on that one. He hit it right up the middle, just past the pitcher. One of those where the pitcher's makes a move, like he can get to it, and it's like he's got an itch he can't get to. I love that. Just a spasm, a quick spasm.
Peterwell's got to go to the stretch now. Mitch Howard up for Mazo. Watches one go by. And here we go. Mitch Howard is batting an amazing .560, 28 for 50 on the season. #1 in the Northern Section, #2 overall in the Home Talent League.
No batting gloves?
No batting gloves. He's going to feel the sting if he hits it.
If he's batting .560, I bet he doesn't get a whole lot of stingers.
The offering from another one outside, not giving Howard anything good to hit so far. Maybe smartly, seeing as he's the best hitter in the Northern Section. Peterwell from the stretch. This one catches the plate down low and outside, but catches enough of the white for the umpire to call it a strike.
He didn't like that one. He was shaking his head at that one. He'll take a better one to swing at.
It's all right. He's got more pitches to look at here. Peterwell offers, and we got a runner taken off. So that makes a stolen base for Hudson Barnes.
I'm interested to see if Mazomanie reads anything out of that throw. Catcher didn't get up out of the stance very quickly. Didn't get down to second very quickly. Maybe that was just opening jitters. Or maybe that's an opening.
2-1 count. Another one outside, so 3-1 now to Howard. Making Peterwell work. This at-bat, at least. The stretch and the pitch. This one's fouled backwards, so we're going to have a full count now on Howard. We are in a so-called field of dreams, Chester.
Yes.
We have a cornfield beyond the outfield fence, or at least from about left center over to right field.
Siloed farms, dappled clouds. Not
the pitch to Howard, and he hits a little dribbler to the first baseman, and it's going to be... What's the call?
That's there is a
We're still waiting.
This is a classic home talent umping crew. No call.
Oh, I didn't see any signal from the base umpire. He apparently voiced his safe call, but it was interesting because did it not hit first base on the ground?
Well, it did. I believe it did.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's inside the line, it's a fair ball.
Yeah, it was a fair ball.
Yeah.
The first baseman did not handle the grounder well.
But yeah, the ball hit the base, and that's what caused the first baseman to bobble it or not be prepared for the bounce that was coming. Anyway, that brings up Tyler Kurt with a grounder up the middle, and that's going to score one.
And that'll be your second error in a row. Second baseman gandered to his left, took it in the heel of his glove, and booted it into right.
Either way, it scores one, and Mazo's got the early lead, 1-0.
And the runner advanced from second to third on that, so we got runners on the corners. Mazomanie is threatening here in the first.
They are
beyond threatening.
In business.
They're done threatening. Moving on to the next step.
And we've only got one out so far. On the pond, looking to extend this lead. John Adair up at bat now and fouls one off to right field. Little late on that one, but he's got another few strikes to work with. See if he can catch up to Peterwell's pitching. Peterwell offers another. This one's a grounder to short. The turn to second base, and it is out. So inning-ending double play.
That's how quickly it can turn in home talent. Some sloppy D and then some good D.
6-4-3 double play.
I should not say. I will not say that any longer. Some poor defense and defense. Play the good music.
At the end of one half, Mazomanie takes the early 1-0 lead.
That's weird.
I
was
All right, bottom of the first, and coming up for Ashton, the batting order, number 1, Kyle Clapper, the center fielder, leads. Batting second, number 3, Bellevue, the left fielder, batting second. The first pitch is down low. Batting third, Kevin Peterwell, the pitcher. Batting fourth, number 5, Derek Prohaska, the catcher. Next pitch is a ball as well, so 2-0 count for Hewitt, who, by the way, is on for Mazomanie.
Baffled by that one.
Clapper hits one, so first strike on him. 2-1 count now. Batting fifth, number 23, Trevor Dressen, the first baseman. Batting sixth, Derek Rothwell, batting seventh, Derek Rothwell, the third baseman. We have an off-speed pitch to Clapper, and he fouls that one off to first base as well. 2 count. Batting eighth, number 4, Logan Ziegler, the right fielder. Batting ninth, number 10, Steve Bayer, the second baseman. And now we can get back to the action.
Hard to sneak those lineups in. Did you too quick?
Clapper pops one up. The pitcher and the first baseman and the second baseman all converging. Jack Doyle makes the catch, though, for the first out.
Right up the chute. That would have been interesting if that one, if they had argued over that one to hit, because the runner was just on a tear. He was on to second.
Yeah, had he dropped it, then you throw him out at second.
A good bounce, he could have been home.
All right, up to bat now is Liam Bellevue, and he a first pitch strike. Hewitt's working quick from the windup, bounces off the catcher's shin guards. Or no, it actually hit the bat of Bellevue. That hit him in the knee. Regardless, he ends up on first base.
Knee, cleat, whatever, didn't hurt him.
It was an off-speed pitch, so wasn't in at 90 miles an hour or anything like that. Up to bat now, Kevin Peterwell, the pitcher, number 7. So ducks on the pond for him. He scoots back as the first pitch is inside. Just a few inches, though. Hewitt from the windup makes Peterwell swing and miss. So 1-1 count now.
It's not going to be very prescient with Mazomanie already having a 1-run lead, but I like the cut of their collective jibs before the game started. They were loose. They were ready to play.
Peterwell fouls one off towards third base. Way out in front of one. 1-2 count. As Hewitt steps on the rubber, takes a look at the pitcher, takes a look over to first, and delivers. This one is hit up the middle to the shortstop. They're going to try to turn two and only get the first one because the follow-up goes over the first baseman's head. So Peter will reach second base on a fielder's choice.
Yeah, they got it to 2 and with relative speed, and then he turned and just airmailed it. Maybe rushed it a little. I don't know. I think he just missed the mark. Let's not overthink this.
Up to bat now, Derek Prohaska.
Doing some landscaping. He's clearly not the one that has to paint the batter's box because he just took care of that one.
Kicking some dirt out of the way. Prohaska, the former Verona catcher, he was part of that Verona dynasty a few years ago. He watches one for a ball.
Uh-oh.
And the follow-up pitch to the pitcher is off the mark, and Ashton is going to advance a base. Peterwell making it over to third. Just the relay from the catcher to the pitcher was not on the mark.
Well, we commented earlier, but it was on the Ashton catcher perhaps missing the pitcher, but here it is, Mazomanie throwing it over the pitcher's head. Gets over to third.
Next pitch outside. So 2-0 count now.
That's the kind of play that takes you out of the game. You know, you can lose your concentration with just being frustrated over a play like that.
So Ashton just 90 feet away from scoring a run. Prohaska takes another pitch. First strike he sees, so 2-1 count now with 2 down. But runner on third with Peterwell threatening to score. Prohaska swings and misses, takes a mighty cut. As we can listen to the birds chirping in the background. Prohaska waits for the pitch. Here it comes. This one is fouled off toward the third base dugout. Got to be careful over there. There's not a lot of shelter in these dugouts. Hot foul ball can come right inside the fence.
And I was overhearing the coaches talk about the field rules here, and it's interesting. There, part of the dugout for Ashton is actually in play yet.
Okay.
The netting over the dugout over there is in play. I shouldn't say that. The netting on this side of the dugout is in play. The netting over the dugout is out of play.
Got it.
So we could see some weird bounces over there.
Next pitch up high, so we're going to have a full count here. Hewitt from the stretch. Offers, and this one's sent up the middle. It's scooped up by Hudson Barnes, and he throws up Prohaska to get out of the inning. So 6-3 putout. Ashton threatens to score, but they can't push one across before the third out. So at the end of one complete, it is Mazomanie 1, Ashton nothing. Top of the second here at Ashton. Let's meet the pitchers. Out on the mound for the Ashton A's.
Ooh, we got bios?
Is Kevin Peterwell. He's currently a senior at UW La Crosse, majoring in education. He himself hopes to coach one day. He did spend a little bit of time playing baseball at UW La Crosse, gray-shirted for 1 year, but that's as far as baseball experience at college goes. Was a Middleton grad in 2011.
Cardinal.
Yes.
What's a gray shirt?
Gray shirt. It's like a red shirt. And the first batter of the second inning sends a fly ball to center field, so we got the first out of the second inning. Andrew Page.
Backed up, pretty healthy cut, but easy out.
That's Kyle Clapper making the catch out in the outfield for Ashton. And that'll bring up number 8, Jack Doyle for Mazomanie, the first baseman.
Tell me more of the gray shirt, Squirts.
I'm not sure Squirt can tell you more about it.
No, that's... Who gave you the gray shirt lingo?
I know the player himself did, and I know that is a term.
Oh, okay.
You're got a very ill-informed announcement.
Oh, no, let's not say that. Maybe he was literally just describing their jerseys.
So the first pitch goes for a strike, and the follow-up here fouled off as well, so 0-2 count against Doyle. Was a very wide batting stance. He's got his lead foot over toward the third baseline.
Yeah, a little Andres Galarraga. Shades of.
This pitch is out of the strike zone. High for a ball.
Oh, and there we go. There's your second mailman.
Another one. These relays from the catcher to the pitcher, they're proving to be adventurous today in the early going.
To say the least, that one made it all the way to center. Past the pitcher, past the second baseman. That just makes me feel good. I'm glad. It's nice whenever I see someone running and they have to stop and collect their breath. I'm like, like somebody I can relate to. Whenever I see a catcher who can't quite accurately throw it back to the pitcher, I can relate to that. That's all I did in high school. Doesn't mean anything. You can be a darn good catcher.
Okay, we have. We have the manager, David Adler, coming out to meet with the catcher here. I'm not sure if something's going on with Derek Prohaska. Is he perhaps injured, or maybe there's a very good reason this throw went out to center field.
Yeah,
He's kind of doubled over right now. I'm not sure if he...
I too quickly thought I had someone I could bond with. He was hurt, and that was the cause of the adventurous throws.
So with no one on base, it doesn't really hurt Ashton. So it's nobody was advancing off this, but just the.
It only hurts your ego and your ears, because he's within earshot of us, and I've been.
Derek Prohaska's walking back to the dugout and taking off his uniform right now, or his catching gear.
Well, he's either faking a stinger to get out of this. There's a pretty large crowd here today, and a couple more throws past the pitcher, and we'd have a local legend.
So we perhaps have a change here early in the game in the second inning. Ashton looks to have a new catcher.
Let's get that scorecard dirty. Using pencil? Nope. Okay.
Trying to see who this is. What number there is putting on the catcher's gear?
You've got their bios. You have their BMI. He's a skinny one. Does that help? 43 for 5.
Number 43. All right. So catching for Ashton now is Matt Byers. I can only assume that Prohaska's done for the day.
Okay.
And it is official. Matt Byers is in for Derek Prohaska.
Personally relayed to the announcing crew.
By the coach himself.
People once again are overestimating us. I don't know if Prohaska's got a stinger or a blister or something, but he got his hand in disbelief. Untrustworthy little tool.
So as we get the word from David Adler, his team, the Ashton A's, they take a 7-5 record into today's game, which is good for a tie for second place in the East Division of the Northern Section, if that doesn't confuse you enough. But the opponent today, Mazomanie, they have a 5-7 record, which is third place in the West Division of the Northern Section.
Really, they're in third with those well-cut jibs? Man, I can't read them.
Although, so Mazomanie might have a losing record, although they do have a winning record within their division. They're 4-2, so maybe it's just the other division that's giving them so much problems.
There are some lopsided divisions out there.
All right, we are finally back to action here as Ashton replaced their catcher. Peterwell, after a few warm-up pitches, and the very first pitch goes off the glove of the catcher.
They warmed him up. You don't see catchers getting warmed up very often, and well, he's still getting warmed up. No one's on base. This is the point.
So yeah, Matt Byers, the first pitch bounces off his glove. Again, nobody on base, so chances, and the next pitch, an off-speed offering, fouled off by Doyle. So, 2-2 count as they're waiting for the foul ball to be scooped up. The offering, a little bit down low, and Byers time catching up to this one is.
I wasn't going to say anything.
You got to go to. The other guys ain't got two legs to stand on when it comes to topsoil.
Said in unison.
That's Kalani Topsoil in Verona. Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome. It's Squirt, by the way.
Oh, it's Squirt. Oh, jeez.
We are in the middle of an at-bat as the announcing crew's having too much fun.
We only missed one strike.
It is 2-1. As
oh, it's 3-0. We missed 4 pitches?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they were all boring.
Anyway, Tyler Clapper's batter for Ashton right now. And he takes a walk. So, first walk of the game.
As I said, boring. Hard to believe, first walk of the game. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. A lot of pitches thrown over the pitcher's head. Or, I'm sorry, not pitches, but returns, airmailed. Interesting game.
That brings up Liam Bellevue, the left fielder. Now at Ashton, we got a pickoff attempt at first. Not close, though. Tyler Clapper slides back into first base.
One of those half slides. He got down into on his hands and knees, but not on his belly.
And a off-speed pitch fools Bellevue. Swings and misses.
It was one of those half slides, like when you get the slip and slide out for the first time and you're not sure if there's stones yet. No one wants to make the first real slide.
Bellevue hits one to left field. It's going to be handled by Tyler Kurt for the first out.
Took a couple steps to his left and settled under it. Quiet out.
That brings up Kevin Peterwell.
It is absolutely pleasant today.
It is. Must be, mid-80s, partly cloudy. Is it partly cloudy or partly sunny?
It's
one of those glass half full or glass half
Oh,
empty
the
things.
glass is entirely full today. It's beautiful.
Peterwell fouls one off. Ashton's last game, they last played on the 4th of July. They won. They beat Wanakee 5-0. Another pickoff attempt.
Still afraid of the stones on that slip and slide. Just crab walking back to first.
Hewitt offers. This one's fouled backwards.
Hit and run was on. Fouled it straight back. They get a good crowd here at Ashton.
They do. It's no fan appreciation day in which they get like hundreds of people, and the 50-50 raffle is in the thousands of dollars. But it's still a nice crowd here. And we got a hit that goes off the third baseman's glove. I'm going to give him a hit on that.
Yeah, he outstretched, hit the edge of his glove, went into left field. The way it ricocheted, that was kind of hard for anyone to go and gather. And third base was off the bag. Runner was thinking about going to 3.
Yeah, can't blame John Adair for not getting that one cleanly. He had to dive to begin with.
I mean, even if he gloves that, he's not to get up and get that over to first. That would have been a heck of a play.
Yeah.
I would have been just dropping colorful 4-letter words like crazy if he had made that play.
All right, Matt Byers, this is his first at-bat of the game. Remember, he was the catcher that stepped in for the injured Derek Prohaska. He takes a first pitch ball, and the second pitch hits him in the back. So the bases are going to be loaded for Ashton here.
1 out. This could be a big inning. That one, you could hear that one hit him.
Yeah.
That one hurt.
Turned his shoulder blades and hit him square in the back.
And he is taking a slow walk down to first. He's not at first yet, and he's there. What do you do if the guy's not at first yet? He can't throw the next pitch, right?
I don't think
We almost got to see what would have happened.
Nolan Kuba is now in the batter's box, and the left-hander fouls one off towards third base.
Towards the alfalfa, I'm calling it. They're growing alfalfa.
I actually have statistics here this week. Good on the Home Talent League for tracking this stuff. Kuba is batting 171 this season.
Oh, yeah, he's very glad that you were able to dig up the stats. So you could say he's batting 171.
I'm glad I have statistics. I'll try to be fair and announce all the good ones and the bad ones.
A very dedicated guy out there who is, or lady. I shouldn't.
1-1 count and make that a 2-1 count. Ball outside.
But yeah, that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just out here guessing.
Kuba has 7 hits on the season, looking to make it 8. If he does, it'll drive in a run. He fouls this one off to right field.
That's the thing about having a 171 batting average when you're talking Home Talent League. It's not like the majors where, we're talking 200-300 at bats by now.
Yeah.
You know?
We are talking relatively small sample size.
He could be coming back from like a wedding junket. He could be nursing a stinger like the catcher. You know.
Takes the ball down low, so we have a full count now.
He had to move his foot to get out of the way of that. That could have been an easy run.
And Hewitt here on the mound has to be careful. One more ball, and he's going to walk a run in.
But he wants to earn it.
Hewitt offers, and this one's hit to second base. It dives and throws him out, but it is going to score a run. So Mitch Howard throws him out for the Mustangs, but that's an RBI putout.
Yeah, that slow grounder into the hole between first and second took him off his feet to get down and grab that and stop it. So he had no play at second to turn to, had no play at home to stop that run.
So Ashton ties the game up. And up to bat now, Trevor Dressen. With runners on second and third, he takes a strike.
And if I had to wager, I'd say Trevor's a little cheeky.
Trevor batting 154 so far this season. He swings and misses, so 0-2 count.
He had a smile on his face. He was giving the ump some chatter. I think he's having some fun out there. That's good.
He's got the opportunity to push ahead the winning run. He takes the ball outside. 1-2 count.
Good eye.